My name is Pippa Cosper, and I'm a radiation oncologist who's probably setting the world record for the longest path to faculty position scientist ever. But let me tell you why this was the right path for me and some pearls I learned along the way. Being good in research takes time. You need experience, a sound knowledge base, interesting ideas, great mentors, and actually a whole lot of luck. As a Holman resident, I got 18 months of protected research time, which was wonderful, but it's actually really no time in science time. The dogma is that after residency, people like me obtain a physician scientist position wherein they have their own lab and see patients 1 day a week. Deep down, I knew I was not ready to have my own lab. I kept seeing my classmates and colleagues getting these prestigious positions and saying, I am ready, when they were in fact not more qualified than me. Side note, I think as women, we harbor a lot more self-doubt than men, which is mostly unfounded, by the way, and I could go on about that for hours, but I won't. Ultimately, I was offered positions with a lot less research time than I had hoped, and I realized that the chances of me failing in that position was very high because I wouldn't have sufficient protected time for research, and I also just knew I wouldn't be happy doing that. So in order for me to have a chance of success at a research career, I realized I would need to do an official postdoc, which meant a giant pay cut, time away from clinic, and a further at least a 3-year time commitment. And this is on top of the 14 years I had already spent in training. As you can imagine, this decision was very hard for me as I saw my classmates move to fancy towns and fancy jobs and buy these big fancy homes. And here I was renting an apartment in a college town, wearing yoga pants to lab every day at the age of 39, no less. Yes, this was hard, but this brings me to a second point. Never compare yourself to others. We all do it, but it's completely pointless. One path is not right for everyone, and we're all unique and have unique interests, and therefore there are many different paths to follow. Many told me I was crazy, that I didn't need to do this fellowship, but deep down I knew it was right for me. And ultimately, these past 3 years have been the happiest I've ever been and the most fulfilled. I feel like I've developed so much as a scientist and an academician and a leader, and I get to do what I love every single day, think of new ideas, and possibly test new cures for cancer. This research time has been invaluable, and I was just awarded an KO8 Career Development Award from the NIH, and I'm well on my way to an assistant professor position. So the point I want to get across is this. It's okay to take more time to test things out or to improve yourself to increase your chances of success. Not everyone is in the right place at the right time, and that means perhaps a slightly longer route to a destination. But know that it's the right path for you. So finally, you do you, follow your gut, love what you do, and life will work out. Thank you.